What's going on, everybody? Welcome to THS Wrestling Presents That Wrestling Show. We have just finished watching AEW's All Out, and I think it was all right, fine. It was pretty great. Baby! There we go. All right, we got it out of the way until about 20 minutes from now when we actually talk about it. My name is John. I am joined by Neeson.
Hi guys, Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, Ruby Soul. It's been a day of it's been a week. It's been a week, guys. It's been a week of releases and triumphs.
Oh my goodness. And Jimmy, what's going on?
I mean, I feel like tonight was the longest week.
Tonight was
the longest week.
Tonight was indeed the longest week. Well, we're here, as we said, we just finished watching All Out. We want to hear what you guys thought in the comments. Please let us know. We'll be reading them all night long, and I don't even know where to begin. I think at some point I blacked out and started screaming, I'm canceling Peacock. This
is facts. We have it on film.
But I can't because I only watched the first episode of AP Bio Season 4, so I've got to finish that.
It's on Hulu, is it still, right? Isn't it still on Hulu?
Maybe I don't know. I'll check when I get home. But holy crap, guys. Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, they usually say start at the beginning, but I don't even want to talk about the beginning.
No.
Because we had so much stuff that happened towards the end.
Drake released the album.
Yeah, he did.
That was the thing.
I haven't listened to it yet. Is it
Shang-Chi came out?
Okay, I didn't see that either. This is the only thing I've been stuck in a time loop watching All Out. Oh my goodness. As we said, let us know what you thought of the pay-per-view in the chat. I'm sure you all hated it.
Guys right here, guys.
Boy, what a stinker. We got any comments so far?
Not yet.
All right, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to go down the line. We usually do this in recap shows. I don't even know why I'm doing it, but I'm going to ask you guys grade of A to F. Jimmy, what do you think?
You got to shout out Matt. He joined on. It's pretty late over there.
Matt, what's going on? Thanks for staying up late with us. Let us know a grade A to F, what you thought of All Out. Jimmy, what did you think?
I mean, I have to go A-. I mean, this show is stellar from top to bottom. I mean, there were a couple slow points, but I mean, the show is just amazing overall.
Yeah.
I can't see anything being below A at this point.
Okay.
I mean, everyone has their own opinion, but
no, that's fine. That's fine. A to F.
I'm gonna be honest. Look, the end put it over A plus. I think the only match that really was a downer was the Paul and QT Marshall match.
Semi-main event.
Semi-main event. Yeah, it got the old diva popcorn match.
Yeah,
it got that old spot. But besides that, I think the show was pretty fucking amazing. Even the slow CM Punk match we get into.
We will talk about that.
But come on, the end.
The end. As we said, we'll get to the end. That's why you're here, right? To talk about the end.
That's why we're here.
But normal things happen.
Josh Roberts said he can't stand Adam Cole. Baby.
Jay, why can you not stand Adam Cole? Let us know in the chat, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Ken gave it an A-.
A-. I mean, that's about where I am. I think if I go below an A, I just can't. I can't think of why I would go below an A. Honestly,
Matthew gave it an A+.
Okay.
Jay gave it an A+. So we got a lot of A's, a lot of A+ in here, guys, in the chat. So please keep them coming.
It's almost like there were no B+ players involved in anything that happened here. Hey, all right, so let's go through the card. We're not going to take up a lot of your time because we know on the East Coast it's after midnight. We know it's a holiday weekend, but also we're all very tired because we don't know what the fuck just happened, honestly. We opened the show with, let's just skip over the buy-in. Jungle Boy won. Good for him, right? I mean, he also got his hand raised at the end with all the big stars. So we already know he's made. So,
this is right.
Okay, so we open the show with the AEW TNT Championship match. Miro defending against Eddie Kingston. Personally, I really loved this match. I love that Eddie was the first guy out to greet everyone when we went live on pay-per-view. I thought Eddie looked great in this match, and I didn't see why Eddie would win. And I'm glad that Miro's still our champion.
Cool.
I mean, second best match on the card, in my opinion. Eddie sold the hell out of everything that Miro did, and he did his job.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
We had Jon Moxley taking on Satoshi Kojima. This was, kind of just a dream match, if you will, just another opening of the forbidden door between New Japan and AEW. I thought this match was pretty good. We will talk about whatever that comment is after we finish talking about this match. I thought Kojima looked good. I thought the crowd reacted to his stuff pretty well. I mean, we didn't think, Moxley was going to lose, I don't think. But after the match, Moxley wins, and we get Minoru Suzuki coming out, and we get a big exchange between the two of them, and that sets up the match at Dynamite. What did we think of the Kojima Moxley match, Jimmy?
I mean, it was pretty much what you would expect between these two. So I'm not going to go into it, but yeah, just hard hitting and rough and tumble. But then Suzuki coming out, of course I yelled Kaze Ninare.
Yes, you have to.
You have to. And I was so amped for it. And you know what? I kind of wish they were saving it for pay-per-view, but Dynamite for Mox's homecoming, sure, why not?
And that, that match got announced before all of the stuff happened in the main event. So it was, that's a pretty big announcement for a match. And now it's going to be even bigger. What did you think of the Moxley Kojima match?
Cool.
Okay, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's World Championship. I thought this match was very good again. I, at this point, feel that Britt Baker doesn't really need the title, but I get she is the face of the women's division, so I get why she still has the belt. She should probably have it for a while. I'm just a huge Statlander fan. I thought Statlander looked great in this match overall. Thought this match was very cool. Loved the Pittsburgh Sunrise. That was very cool. Britt Baker retains and is still our champion. Neeson, what'd you think?
Space cool.
Space cool.
Space cool. Jimmy?
Dentist cool.
Dentist cool. Okay, moving on. We had the steel cage match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The Young Bucks taking on the Lucha Bros. We have new AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Bros, who got a fire entrance, an amazing entrance. After that, it's like they can't lose, you feel. There's a lot of great stuff throughout this match, a lot of death-defying stuff. And of course, Rey Fenix looking at the cage and going, I can do all sorts of crazy shit here now. Let's do that. I thought the finish was great. I liked the Penta's kids coming over, his family coming over, despite him being completely covered in blood. But if you watch, any Triple Mania stuff, they're always covered in blood, hugging their families. So it's kind of just kind of fit. Neeson, what did you think of this match?
I'll give it a little more on this one because this match was really great. Okay, I'm just trying to save time, guys. That's all I'm trying to do here. Camera. All right, so this match right here, the Bucks are fucking heels, and I love it. They had on mids. Not only did they have on mids, they had on custom mids. Okay, those two words should not fit in the same sentence if you're a sneakerhead. Custom and mids. That's how you know that the Young Bucks are effing heels. Also, on top of that, they brought out Travis Scott's. And what was on the bottom of Travis Scott's? Fucking thumbtacks. That's right. On the bottom of $6,000 shoes, they had thumbtacks on the bottom of them, and they used them to super kick the bloody. My God. If this wasn't the second best match, really the match that stole the show for me personally, if it wasn't for the end of the show, that wasn't a match, which that's what I'm trying to hurry up and get to. My effing God, man. My effing God. That match was incredible. And what a way for the Lucha Bros to actually win the titles.
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen like this. It happened in a great way. Kudos to them, man. And kudos to the Young Bucks for giving their all to show out for this match.
Absolutely. Jimmy, what did you think?
I mean, I'm honestly shocked that this match happened within the first hour of the show.
Yeah.
That first hour was really packed, and this is how they ended it. It's insane. And by that sneaker shot with the thumbtacks, shout out to that original spot that happened in PWG. I was glad they were able to bring that back because this was the right time for it. As soon as I saw them tearing open the masks, it's that means there's going to be blood.
Yeah.
And match of the night. happened within the first hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Lucha Bros winning was the right move.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have
we probably have a bunch of
check into the chat
Let's
real
get
quick.
to the chat.
So we have Derek says, "What's up, fam? What up, fam?
What's going on?
Lucha Bro or Ken says Lucha Bros was the match of the night. Absolutely fantastic. He also said Young Bucks killing the sneaker game. Literally. Your boy says Chris killed Cole's finisher.
Oh, Chris Kitt, as in she sold it.
She sold it. Yeah.
She sold it. What was the reaction you had to a comment in the chat earlier that we didn't get to read because we kind of just breezed through a bunch?
Oh.
You had a very, I guess, visceral
our
reaction.
boy Justin, the Wrestling Classic, said, "I love surprises in wrestling." Jay Roberts said that Adam Cole, he can't stand Adam Cole. He never liked Adam Cole. He's just overrated to him. But what was the comment?
I hear that. That was me.
I think that was
me.
the comment that I had.
Go back and watch old
Ring of Honor stuff.
And go back and I'll go watch our old show. I think the first time I appeared on the show ever, I said, I don't get Adam Cole. I don't think he's a good wrestler.
Oh, your boy gave it a B+. It was too damn long.
But here's the thing, Mike. And I was talking to somebody earlier tonight. We always come in here, and if you know, we always go like, oh, it'll be over at 8:00. It's never over at 8:00. It always goes over. It's like a 4.5 hour long pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. We're all exhausted. This time, more exhausted than I think ever, honestly.
Derek, I lost my voice with the 2-in-1 surprises.
2-in-1. We were trying to figure out what the social network quote was. What's better than is it $1 million?
$2 million. Yeah, $2 million.
There you go. Technically, let's go with 3 because we got Ruby debuting as well, and that's that brings us to the next match, which was the Casino Battle Royale.
Yes.
Ruby Soho wins, makes her debut. It was very, very cool. I think it came down to her and Thunder Rosa. I think that is a preview of things to come in the future. And I mean, I thought this was fun. I think it might have went a little too long, but other than that, I think it was cool that Ruby's getting shot straight to the top.
Destination Pittsburgh.
There you go.
I'm just really glad that TK spent the money to get the song because there's no other song she should come out to. So
it's a great song.
Yeah,
great song.
All right, up next we had the final fight, if you will, between Chris Jericho and MJF. If Chris Jericho lost, he would never wrestle again in AEW, which I thought was weird wording, but
same.
All right. Jericho ends up winning after a false finish, the foot on the rope, and then I did love that the other referee was like, "No, come here, you fucked up. Let me tell you what happened." And he's like, "Here, she fucked up, changed it." I thought that was just the look on his face. No, I saw it.
Aubrey, you're fucking up, Aubrey.
Aubrey, you fucked it up. But we restart the match. Jericho wins via submission with the walls of Jericho. Was anyone, Jimmy, were you surprised by the outcome?
Honestly, I don't think I would have been surprised either way. I just wasn't happy with the Dusty finish. Yeah. Not only that, but it makes Aubrey look incompetent as an official. So it is what it is.
She didn't see it at all. And the other thing was like MJF didn't go and like kick his foot off the rope. His foot was just still on the rope the entire time. Neeson, what did you think of the match and were you surprised?
Cool.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool and nope. Okay. Up next, we had Darby Allin taking on the returning CM Punk. We were probably going to take a lot of time talking about this match. Punk wearing the long boys. I don't think I've ever seen him wear.
Yeah, this is the first time he's worn the shorts in Ring of Honor. Mm-hmm. Then he switched to the trunks.
Yep.
This is the first. Yeah, he went to the tights and he skipped the bikers. He went straight to the tights.
Yeah, just straight up the tights. All the way. Do we want to pause and talk about whatever that is?
I'm just reading. They're saying I still don't get a lot. Kyle, shout out Kyle. He says I still don't get Adam Cole. Jay says you did, talking about you and how you came around Adam Cole. He's been watching us for a while, and he said, but to him, basically, he's just overrated. Derek says, I'm a little mad Ruby was outshined. Ooh.
Just to clarify, outshined by the main event. I assume that's what you mean. Just clarify that for us. And Kyle, look, you and me, we go way back, my friend. We both have been hating Adam Cole since day one. But I mean, I get it. Like, we all don't have to like Adam Cole. It's fine.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later because we do. Damn it. Michael, your boy Mike. I mean, not Michael, but Mike. 20 women they given us no reason to care about, plus Ruby Soho.
I don't agree with that.
I mean,
I'd say like 5 months ago, I would agree with that.
Jay Cargill is.
I mean, I care about Ty Conti.
I care about Ty Conti.
I think
Thunder Rosa. Anna Jay somehow.
Anna Jay
making the comeback. I care about that.
Care about Anna Jay.
I mean, yes, but let's if we could all agree, we've come leaps and bounds. Like if this, we were talking about the Battle Royal from like last year compared to this year. I care a lot more about the people that are involved in it now than I probably did last year.
Kaylin King was robbed.
Is that Danny Bell?
Just Danny Bell.
He was messaging me. He's like, "Yeah, Kayla King." And then she got eliminated. He's like, "Fuck."
Derek says she deserved a title shot because they didn't give her one at WWE. The Punk and Darby match was a 7.5 to 8. I know we're about to get in there. Darby carried Punk through the match, but it was a badass match. Jay said Darby carried Punk. Okay. Derek gave the match a 7.5. Derek said definitely outshined by the main event, the Ruby.
I get that. I understand that.
And we got Kara Hogan. I loved her in Impact.
Kara Hogan,
but she also got her for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, she was not in it for that long. It was just like, oh, Kara Hogan's here. She kicked someone in the face and now she's gone.
Right.
So
right.
I mean, I get like.
As a
Battle Royals are hard.
Yeah, especially as a former Impact Women's Tag Team Champion coming into this, and it's like, oh, she's not really.
Yeah.
I thought she was about to say, like, as a former Impact watcher. I'm not sure about to say that.
I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get to the Punk match.
Okay, so the Punk match. There was somebody just said Darby carried Punk through the match.
Yes.
Do we agree with that statement?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, Punk's coming back after 7 years. Like he needed someone who could help bring up his game.
Right.
So Darby's the person who's like unlimited energy. So like, yeah.
Now, I guess follow up, do we think that's necessarily a bad thing that he carried him through his first match back in 7 years?
Absolutely not. I think it showed that Darby Allin, like one, Punk was definitely, I mean, I know he said Darby carried them through the match, but Punk was definitely calling the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which getting a little rusty, I guess, when it comes to that. It's like you can clearly tell that he was calling the match, but it shows that Darby Allin, it was a twofold. It shows that Darby Allin can hang with a veteran or like somebody that calls a match like that, like a CM Punk that has been at the top of the top in every company. And then it shows also that if you could take these super fast suicide dives and crazy shits from Darby Allin, CM Punk, you're going to be fine against a Kenny Omega. You're going to be fine against a Jungle Boy. You're going to be fine against a Daniel Bryan. You're going to be fine anywhere, any way you go with an AEW. So I just thought it was a perfect, even though I didn't like how they built the match. It was just like, I want you. Okay, we're going to fight. It was no story.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a perfect test on both of their sides of like, Darby Allin, you could work a real main event style match, like slow pace, build up crescendo. Mm-hmm. And CM Punk, you could take these fast brutality hits from these young guys.
I will also say, like, there was a dive that Darby did to the outside on the Punk. Yeah. Punk did not like try to sidestep.
No.
He was like, I'm taking the full force of this thing. So I mean, yeah, and like you said, he took a lot of those, like the suicide dives, the top rope dives, all this stuff. I thought, I was like, damn, all right, well, at least I could tell he's fully committed.
For sure.
I mean, who knows? We could find out that he was like, yeah, I just told him we'd call it in the ring. So maybe that would make a lot of sense as to like, oh, that's why it felt slow, or that's why it felt it was getting carried or stuff like that. What did you think of the match, Jimmy?
I mean, I'm just happy we got to see something very reminiscent of Bret Hart 1-2-3 Kid from Monday Night Raw all those years ago in that opening sequence. I don't think a lot of people caught that. Some did, but like that was great. That's why like everything was like, that seems really out of place for Darby Allin. So
yeah. Do we have any more comments before we get to the semi-main event?
All right. So we had you could see him calling it, Derek said.
Yep.
I don't think that was a bad thing. We got let's see, it says, are there enough women for a tag team title?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
But there are enough guys for a trios.
Yes.
We have
title.
Art saying, Art, our in-house producer tonight, saying
John, look at
that
the camera.
QT match though.
Oh, that QT match though. Hey, we'll get to it. That's the main event we were talking about that we're going to talk about for 15 minutes.
We have Hunter. I'm sorry. We have Matthew saying Punk came out through the heel tunnel, but he went back through the face tunnel.
Oh, that's a good observation.
I don't think I noticed that because he's been coming out through the face tunnel the entire time. So.
He definitely came out through the heel tunnel, but he
probably made a mistake.
Yeah, I think. Did he?
I don't think he did.
I think he came out through the face tunnel. I know he went back through the face tunnel. Let's see. Derek says we have to agree to disagree. AEW is key with the wrestling, but WWE was always more of an entertainment show. If McMahon kept up with all his talent, is going to leave. I don't get that.
Hey, did you see Kevin Dunn sold?
Oh my God,
guys, of his shares?
Can we just not talk about how
our childhood's ending?
Yes, that's my thing. Look, let's not talk about it.
I don't know. Have you seen that logo of NXT?
Our childhood's coming back in the form of paint by numbers, basically. All right, now we all listen. I know why you're upset. It's because we haven't talked about Tall Paul versus QT Marshall yet. That's why you're upset.
That's why.
So that's the next match we're going to talk about. Coming in at a whopping 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
3 minutes too long.
Paul White defeats QT Marshall.
Not even cool.
Anything?
Honestly, I didn't watch the match. The only thing that I did watch was QT Marshall's bedazzled chest.
Oh yeah, wow.
That was a thing.
That was crazy.
That was a thing.
Yep, it's 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's talk about our main event of the evening for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Kenny, by God, Omega, taking on the Impact World Champion, Christian Cage. This was our main event. We were talking about how Kenny looked very weird coming out.
Absolutely.
And Danny, who's in the chat, because I mentioned it to him, I said, it didn't seem weird how Omega came out. He was just kind of like, I'm here to wrestle. He mentioned to me it's because since Christian beat him, he's taking him more seriously, not acting like a freaking cartoon character.
Mike says Paul and QT could headline a dark show anywhere on the internet in the country. Jay Roberts says that was probably the worst match of the night. Not probably, was.
Probably.
It was.
And then Derek, we'll get to it. We'll get to that part.
So, yeah, I think that was a good observation. That's probably why he was not acting like his usual cartoon villainy self. I thought the match was pretty good. I don't really know which match I liked more, the Impact title or this match. Christian we talk about CM Punk taking the bumps. Christian just doesn't care about his life, I feel. It's pretty crazy, the bumps that he's taking. It looked like he had a puncture wound from the table spot towards the end there, and he was bleeding from the mouth. And I was like, please just end the match because I don't know where that blood from his mouth is coming from. Please just end this match. We ended the match with a top rope one-winged angel. Jimmy, what did you think of this match? And then we will get into the aftermath.
I mean, I feel like, like you said, like Christian just put himself through the ringer on this one. He probably didn't need to, but I felt like he needed to.
Yeah.
Being in a world title match, being in the main event, going up against someone like Kenny Omega, he needed to put it all out there. And yeah, I am very worried about whatever puncture wound he may have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And good for him for taking that one-winged angel from the top rope.
The top. Oof. Just very scary. Neeson, what'd you think of the match? I know we already talked about it. It felt like it was too soon for them to run it back. Did it feel different enough for you to be like, yeah, all right, I get it?
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it was a thing of, come on, guys, did we really think that Christian
Right.
Cage was going to have a chance to beat Kenny Omega for the AEW title at All Out with the potentials of Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, all the things,
Braun Strowman.
all the people coming out? I think, I'm just gonna put this down here. I think that's where my mind was going. It was like, I don't see this happening, so I really wasn't engaged in the match, and I felt like I would just wanted it to. I was waiting to the end
because we knew we had heard something.
Yeah, and to that puncture wound when that table spot happened. I was the same with you, like, guys, can we just end this? I am worried.
Yeah,
I am like it was. We all watched. I'm like, no, that was a puncture. That's not a cut. Like, I seen the metal. It was just So I'm just worried about him, man. And it did look like Kenny wasn't really into the match at the top. We don't know what was said in the back and blah blah blah. If they lost time still because they had to finish. Yeah, because we
needed the QT Paul White Classic. We needed that to go.
We needed all that.
We need the full 3 minutes.
We needed
brother.
the full 3 minutes. They could have just been a punch.
Yep.
But hey, here we are. Let's get into it, man, because my heart's broke.
Okay, so Kenny Omega retains his championship. All of the Elite comes out. All of the Elite. The Elite come out. They all celebrate. Kenny gets on the mic. Oh, they're beating up everyone. I believe Jurassic Express comes out too, and they beat the shit out of them as well. And then Kenny gets on the mic and he says, nobody can beat me. Nobody here because they're probably all tired. Nobody anywhere else. And anyone else that could beat me is dead. Lights go out. Lights come back on. And it's Adam freaking Cole.
Bay.
And he is in All Elite. He has a shirt that says, what does it say?
All Elite Baby.
All Elite Baby. And he gets in the ring, kind of stares everybody down, and then super kicks Jungle Boy in the face. He hugs everybody, and he basically says, now we're the best version of the Elite ever.
Best faction of all time.
Best faction of all time.
Kind of a knock, if you will.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. And maybe to the other faction across the seas too. And what else was said? I can't remember what else was said because
Kenny basically said, like, what did you guys think? We're all best friends.
Oh, we're all best friends. Yes. Oh, story time with Adam Cole.
Yep.
And well, that's the end of the show. I'm gonna bid everyone goodbye. And then we hear a remix version of Flight of the Valkyries, and out comes Bryan Danielson.
The dragon is back.
The dragon is back. He hits the ring, and all hell breaks loose. And we end the night with Christian, Bryan Danielson, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus in the ring, and the Elite shaking their fists, and Adam Cole being very mad that Bryan Danielson, it'll take me a while, stole his moment from him. So there's a lot to unpack there. Neeson, I know last week we talked about, do we think where would we want Adam Cole to go or stay? You were very adamant that you wanted him to stay and possibly go to SmackDown, or was it Raw? Doesn't matter. And he shows up tonight in All Elite Wrestling. How you feeling? We got the official. It's official. They have this.
The graphics up. The graphic is up.
Is it official?
It's official.
Are we sure?
The graphics there.
Did we imagine it? Is it like a thing of like maybe tomorrow he shows up on Raw and challenges somebody?
No.
Maybe. Okay. All right. So look, I wore these in hope. Okay. It was in hope of that Adam Cole. I really didn't have this outfit on when I left the house, and I was like, oh, I'm going to change because I want to wear these because Adam Cole is not going to show up tonight. Daniel Bryan will. But Adam Cole won't show up because he's going to stay in WWE because he's going to stay a part of the party. Okay? We're going to see him on Wednesday still playing Uno. They just did an Uno deck. I bought it. You know, they have a whole bunch of
It's a
shirts.
nice deck.
Yeah, it's a nice deck. A whole bunch Adam Cole and the Babies. And I really wanted to see him main event a WWE proper pay-per-view. I think he had all the tools in the toolbox to do so. I think he showed and proved that. I think him versus anybody on that roster is main event and must see and must watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see him do it on the biggest scale. So that's why I wore these. And not saying I was against him going against AEW, but I just wanted him to succeed in the biggest company. Now, Adam Cole comes out. He rejoins the Elite. He is now resurrected. It is official. Daniel Bryan comes out. He is now a part of AEW. WWE is dead. It is done. What is Raw? What is that even a show anymore? What day does that come on? Does that come on strictly on Peacock now?
Guys, if you want to see Ricochet lose in 3 minutes, tune in tomorrow.
I don't know. Like this, it was just such. It gave me so many feels. Like the same thing of Bianca losing in 26 seconds at SummerSlam. I had the same exact feelings of these two people coming out. I felt like the thing that I loved the most as a kid, WWF/E, is literally dying in front of us, and it's nothing we can do. It is. Have you guys seen What If? Has anybody in the chat seen the new What If episode where it's literally being sucked out of this reality? Like reality is getting literally sucked the hell out and dying. And only thing that we can do here is create a prism around us to be the only things left in this reality that WWE is holding hope. And I feel like we're waiting for Captain Carter to come and save us. But there is no Captain Carter in this reality.
No, there's just the WWE Network where you can watch all your favorite memories.
There is no WWE Network. There's just Peacock. And sell the damn company, sell the stocks, sell everything. I have to buy a bunch of new AEW shirts because literally all my favorite wrestlers. Do you think that Kevin Owens is not going to go to AEW when his contract is up? Absolutely. They're best friends. We're going to see Mount Rushmore reunite. Do you think that Xavier Woods was not seeing that? Kofi Kingston not seeing that? What did the Young Bucks say last week in their bio? I promise you one day the Young Bucks and the New Day will face off in a wrestling ring and everybody will rejoice. That was in their bio. This was going to happen. And I can't understand or fathom what WWE is thinking. And my last point that I'm going to make is that Bryan Danielson said after it went off, didn't he say he came because of the fans? The fans? Like, understand that WWE had AEW under their umbrella before AEW wasn't there. What was it called, guys? What was it called?
NXT.
Those fans, every single fan that's AEW right now watched NXT. They had it and they let it go. They literally let it go.
Oh, let it go. A Disney property, which WWE might be soon.
Synergy.
All I gotta say is I am happy for professional wrestling. I'm happy for AEW. I'm happy for Adam Cole. I'm about to buy all the merch. I'm happy for Bryan Danielson buying all the merch. But I am terribly sad and hurt that WWF is dead.
So I felt when WCW went out of business.
This is
Possibly.
it. But now I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Like I literally have a sinking feeling in my chest right now. I have a knot.
Yeah, I don't want WWE to die. It's been around forever. Then, now, and forever.
It's dead. They're gonna sell it like it's dead. Like how do you? It's gonna be that or it's gonna be like on PBS.
Oh wow, that's weird. PBS.
Roman Reigns coming out saying, "Hey, boys and girls, did you make sure that you did your color books today? Yeah. Well, I'm about to go fight Brock Lesnar. Boo!
I didn't know that Sesame Street was in Stamford.
It's the same thing. That's what WWE's turned into. Fucking Sesame Street.
Wow. We'll come back to that. If you could check if anyone has any comments in the chat. Jimmy, what'd you think? Adam Cole and then Bryan Danielson showing up.
Sesame Street is on HBO now. Fucking team.
Oh, it is on HBO. HBO Max, which is owned
Better
by
than mother.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Anyway, how you feeling? Are you feeling sad for WWE right now?
I mean, it's not. I can't even say that I feel sad. It's just basically I'm already accepting reality. The fact that these guys had very cushy contracts with their previous company, but that wasn't even enough for them to stay. That's how much they didn't enjoy being there. That's how much they realized that their potential wasn't being utilized. They realized that there are greener pastures. So for them to give all of that up, to be with their friends in AEW, to have that stress lifted from their shoulders, like, hey, I'm a wrestler and I can enjoy wrestling again. I think that speaks volumes. And obviously, there are plenty of people who are on that side thinking the same exact thing, except their contracts are just not up yet.
Look at Twitter. Look at Twitter.
Yeah, just look at Twitter, folks. I think Cedric Alexander was the most blatant. I'm really jealous of Big Swole right now.
A lot of people on the WWE side, from top to bottom, basically just expressed so much happiness for everyone that debuted tonight.
Go ahead. No, I'm reminiscing about the dying days of WCW, and I have a thought.
Yeah, like when people debut, they're like, "We're so happy." Like it's always great when something happens to great people, especially when they're happy about it. So, a lot of people across the board have blatantly put out how they feel.
Yeah.
And if they're happy for them, they know that they'd be happier in the same position.
Okay, so do you guys remember when WCW had that big mass roster meeting, and I believe Eric Bischoff said, if anyone isn't happy, you can leave and we'll terminate your contract. And Raven stood up and left, and they terminated his contract, and he showed up in ECW the next week. Do you think that there's any way that we will hear about something before the company sells? Because that's what we think is going to happen.
Yes.
Do you think they'll have a meeting and be like, anybody who doesn't want to be here, you can leave. We will terminate your contract.
Absolutely, because their whole thing has been trying to get under a certain margin of profit line. They've been dissolving segments of the company. They've been letting go any big contracts that are not an instant return. They're making it more profitable or more sexier for somebody to buy. They're not extending or expanding upon anything that is new, or even the NXT thing is not a new thing. It's inside, it's in-house. They got rid of all big contracts in NXT, and the only thing they have are these new developmental contracts or people that they recently signed. So I just think that it's done, man. It's fucking done. It is said and done, and I as a kid, I guess as an adult now, I'm just like, all right, well, we do have an alternative. We do have something that does pique our interest, that does give us exactly what we want as fans. So I really shouldn't be upset, and I'm happy for the wrestlers, but also you just want something that helps you get through all those dark days as a kid, even as an adult, to do good. just do what we ask. And if the wrestlers are saying it's because of the fans we left, no, we love that place. It's just because of the fan. That's because the place isn't doing its job.
Right.
The fans aren't watching because you're not supplying what we want. You're just giving us what you want to fucking give us. Give us what we want. Give me what I want. Let's go to the chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that it wasn't too long ago, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, where the McMahons are in the ring saying, "We will listen to you. We understand." And just this is all a smoke show.
What was that about, though? I remember they're like, "We will listen to you. We'll do better." There was something that sparked that.
Yeah, that was the bubbling of NXT. That was
Baron Corbin stuff.
that was the Baron Corbin, but it was a thing of okay, well, we're not going to have general managers anymore.
Right.
It was just this thing of no, we don't care about the rematch clauses. We don't care about the general managers. What we care about is give us the fresh new talent that you have in NXT and treat them right.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You gave us the women, and now the women are being propped in a particular way. That's great, but like, let's continue this progression.
Yeah.
And the progression just stalled. But let me go to the comments.
Let's go to
quick.
the comments.
All right, so the yes chance compared to the Bebe chance. Hunter has a question for us. That hashtag show. I have a question. Do you think in 3 to 5 years we'll see Adam Cole in WWE? In 3 to 5 years, there will be no WWE. Wow.
I don't know if I agree. I don't think we'll see him in whatever WWE is in 3 to 5 years. I don't think we'll see him back there again. Do I think there won't be a WWE? I think there will still be a WWE in some sort of...
In some shape or
Oh,
form.
yeah, it'll be Disney. Like, we'll have, like, different episode shows of, like, series and shit. And then
CGI.
Yeah, it'll be fucking wild.
So Camp WWE, but
Yeah,
rated G.
Yeah, rated G.
So Danny says, no Fuego del Sol. The whole night was ruined.
I agree.
Side note, shout out to your Green Ranger Papa. Oh, yeah. Shout out. It says the line about being dead was a reference to them killing Adam Cole and BT. Absolutely. Brian Dragonson's music was booty after it shifted from Flight of the Valkyries to ECW overdub special.
Okay, well that's funny.
It's gonna take some time to get
I
used
need to listen to it again, and again, we will always differentiate on music. We had a big fucking thing about Roman's music, and now I fucking love it. I think it's fucking great. But
definitely better live.
I mean, from what I heard, I liked it. I thought it was interesting.
When I heard it back, I thought it was cool. Trey says, if you squint hard enough, Brian was actually Brock Lesnar.
He was the other.
Yeah.
That's true. That made it more enjoyable.
You know he did it because he didn't want to be compared to Orange Cassidy.
Oh, yeah.
Art says, wanted to hear Final Countdown. Me too.
Yep.
Art.
We all wanted to hear Final
That
Countdown.
might have been a little bit too pricey for Tony
But I feel like it didn't like ruin. Like I wasn't like I wish.
Danny is trying to console me. He says, let the past die, kill it if you have to. Thanks, Danny.
He's trying to console you.
I love the What If series, and I feel you, bro. Derek, Mike says, give me the crowd singing Bouncing Souls Ole for Generico.
Ooh.
Dude.
That's another person. Matthew
I don't
says,
think we could do that gimmick anymore.
God damn it, Matthew. What is wrong with you?
What did he say? Something
You
about the Lakers?
know what he said.
Green Bay Packers?
Big E turns heel.
Come on,
WWE and shows up on
my
Dynamite.
God, turn heel. And the E. The E stands for elite.
Jay Roberts says, nope, because I never watched NXT for real. Yeah, but you never watched it for real, or did you just never watch it at all? Are you saying that you tuned in for it before, especially when Bayley and Sasha was doing her thing, when Kevin Owens, Finn Balor was doing her thing, Samoa Joe? You can't tell me you didn't watch none of their matches. No one could tell me that.
Did I have to tell you? This has nothing to really do with that. I was in line a show at WrestleMania 31 in Santa Clara. I think it was the Shimmer show, and I was standing in line. I swear to you, a guy three people in front of me was like, he claimed that he didn't know who John Cena was. Like he straight up, and that's no offense, but you'd be like, yeah, I've never really watched what NXT. Where's the E in NXT? Like I don't buy that.
It says
It's watched NXT. Come on, man.
It's in reverse. Remember, WWE bought WCW. Now AEW will buy WWE. The same thing that happened to WCW's history will repeat itself.
I honestly think there's no way.
No way.
That AEW would buy WWE.
NBC will buy them before that.
But again, there was no way WWE was going to buy WCW.
Yeah.
So
Except until AOL Time Warner happened. That's the only reason.
The cons have a lot of money, guys. Sesame Street is now on HBO. It says, so it's not even PBS. Author is ending after next season.
What?
Arthur is ending.
After next season.
Who's going to pick up? Where's he going to go? Is he all elite now?
WWE has a way of burning talent. Tonight was a huge win for AEW, but their main event, I want to talk about this, but their main event picture is getting very crowded. So Ken said that. So Ken, I would agree with you, but this is the thing. They now have attractions. None of these people have to be in the main event. Mm-hmm. They could literally make a tag team with Punk and Bryan Danielson versus anybody. I think now they have a more solid mid card and more room for titles. And with Rampage being 1 hour, they can now literally make it 2 hours, and it could actually be a legitimate show. I don't want to see Bryan Danielson on Dark. I don't want to see him on Elevation, whatever the other shit's called. But now I think we're getting into them being a strong wrestling company that has top to bottom matches. Every card could be A-list matches. Continue running through this. Derek, talk, bro. I don't know what he was saying to one of us, but yes, thank you. Jay says, I agree. CM Punk's pipe bomb said a lot. It was a prophecy. Absolutely.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Matthew, go Packs, go. God damn, Matthew, you made me read that.
That was my bad. I brought that up.
Shit.
1 week, man. 1 week.
Jay says, I watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes of NXT, and that's it. But that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. You watched the show, and I think it's fans like you that they could have kept going, especially on a WWE proper, if they treated it as such, if they listened to the fans of, hey, just give us what we want. And I think now, like, we're just not getting that. Matthew says Punk and Darby next tag team champions.
No, I don't want to see that. No, I'm putting my foot down.
I bet NXT UK is still running in 10 years because no one remembers it's running.
Who said that? Yeah, of course he did. Hey.
NXT UK is basically the Milton from Office Space of WWE.
Oh my God. But Ilya Dragunov's their champion right now. I'm very happy about that. But
he's the stapler.
In America.
He's the stapler. Okay. Let's wrap this up. Do we have any final thoughts before we give all of our fun little social medias and stuff?
It's just, we're in a very interesting time in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Have we never been not in an interesting time in professional wrestling?
Yes, like 2004 to like 2000. No,
it was always interesting. Like I said, I am scared for WWE, and the kid inside of me is screaming, "Help! Save us!" Oh my God,
save us, Y2J.
Save us, Y2J. But I think there's no hope. I think there's no bouncing back from this, because if you're a WWE wrestler and you're in that you're in that back room watching the show, you want to be at AEW.
I mean,
there is no way. It is no way anyone's like, I mean, that's cool, but
I mean, like you said, just check Twitter. Check your favorite wrestlers' Twitter, your favorite WWE wrestlers' Twitter, and you will see what we're talking about.
Yes.
I agree. This is very interesting times. We didn't even mention that Jon Moxley is the GCW champion now. That's fucking.
I mean, we got a lot. We didn't mention a lot. We didn't mention the shoot fight against Nia Jax and
oh my God,
and Charlotte. We didn't mention. The only thing we mentioned is my heart is bleeding and Adam Cole. I will buy all your merch. Thank you very much for breaking all of my pockets, baby.
All right, Jimmy, where can they find you on the social medias?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Jimmy V.
Neeson, where can people send condolences?
You can send condolences at Instagram at StayFlyLife. But hey, I've been using Twitter more. I'm back on my Twitter game. Follow me on Twitter at YRF Squad. It's YRFSQUAD. And please send all condolences there and
send money so we can buy those shirts.
Yes, please send money so I can buy all the Adam Cole shirts.
He'll post his Venmo link.
I will. I'll post my Venmo.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JP Thrice. Yeah, I'm usually hanging out on there.
Mets.
Talking about
Mets.
how bad the Mets. Well, the Mets are not bad right now.
They're not.
But we got to get past these guys over here in Philly.
Oh yeah, here we go. We're 2 games behind.
Speaking of baseball, Matthew says Cubs 6 straight wins. Matthew,
I don't even know what the Cubs record is, and that's not me just being like dismissive of you, but that's great. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Where else? What do we got? Facebook.com/THS Wrestling News, YouTube.com/that hashtag show TV, Twitch.tv/that hashtag show, and Instagram.com/THS.wrestling. Check us out there. Justin's doing a lot of great stuff over there. The Wrestling Classic, he helps us with that. Your shoe is gone forever. It's fallen into the void. I'm so sorry about WWE and your shoe. My God. What a night for you, Neeson. I'm so sorry. But also, make sure you check out thathashtagshow.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. And we'll see you guys next week.
bye, Tegan. Bye, Tegan. Is Tegan going to AEW now?
Maybe.
Huh? Is Tegan going? Gosh.